Is Onett dead? Now, I've seen a lot of stupid Beastworm theories, but this one specifically is an insult to the word stupid. The fact that someone would just assume that Onett died is just plain idiotic, but it got me thinking, could I actually try and prove that Onett is dead? So after scouring the internet and my brain, after just over an hour, I have come up with a bunch of evidence, and yes, I am serious, but in this video, I'm going to try to prove to you that Onett is indeed dead. Also, this video definitely took a while to make, so since I spent 3 hours making this video for you guys, then you guys can take 3 seconds and subscribe. I'm not saying you have to, but if you had time to click on the thumbnail, then you have time to click on the subscribe button. And without any further ado, this is why, and please don't take this seriously, Onett is dead. Okay, so just for starters, why in the world would I even begin to think this? Well, Onett has been silent recently, because keep in mind, Beesmas has never been this late. I don't think we've ever had a 100-day Beesmas, and because Beesmas Part 2 is going to come out, Beesmas is going to be getting an extension. At least that's what we think, because there's no reason Onett would have just let this go for so long. Now, this is just sort of small, but also keep in mind that Beesmas's anniversary is in mere days. You would have thought to hype it up, Onett would be giving us some leaks or info on the new update, but still nothing. And the anniversary isn't just something to laugh about, it's actually pretty big for Onett, because that was the day that Onett released the game that literally has him set for life. Wait, set for life? Oh no. Onett himself did say that the game literally has him set for life, but I've come to believe that this might actually have a very different meaning. Sure, he means that the money from the game has him set financially for the rest of his life, but how long of a life was he really talking about? Because if you really think about it, I could have $1,000 and be completely set for life. That is, if I die within the next 3 weeks. Now you might be wondering, well, that's obviously not true. The Beastworm Simulator is one of the most popular games on Roblox and has honestly made Onett a lot of money. And yes, that is true, but you know what could cause someone to spend a lot of money? Medical bills. Because take, for example, if Onett was diagnosed with a terminal illness, Onett could obviously try and spend a lot of money on medical equipment to keep him alive as long as possible. And if I know the government, those bills are going to cost a lot. So maybe when Onett said he has enough money to last him for the rest of his life, he really does, because he's going to be spending all of that money on medical equipment or surgeries till the end of his life. He also states that he has nothing to lose, which could be a hint towards the fact that Onett knows that he's near the end of his life and what he does probably won't matter. And also keep in mind that Onett's been under a lot of stress. What could cause Onett to suddenly get so sick? Well, stress actually plays a big part. Believe it or not, a ton of stress can actually impact major parts of your health. Well, where would all this stress come from? Beesmas Part 2. The community has been absolutely raging over this. Everyone's been talking about how Onett has to up the game, he has to do it now, he has to get an entire team to help him do it. Oh my gosh, Onett's so lazy. All of this could really have an effect on a person. Now, I'm not saying that Beesmas Part 2 gave Onett cancer, but stress is just another factor that could contribute to this. Not to mention that a little while ago, Onett said that he doesn't want to stop updating Beastworm until he adds everything that he wants to add. Obviously, Onett can't go back on his promise unless it's something that's out of his control, like his health or, in this case, death. It's come to the point where the Beastworm community has been so obsessed with the Beesmas Part 2 update, dying for content, dying for an update, that it has literally caused the death of our beloved creator. Now you might be wondering, oh my gosh, that's totally wrong, Onett was online literally yesterday. Well, that doesn't actually prove anything, because Onett literally could have just given his account username and password to one of his younger siblings / family members, because as he says in this message right here, Onett wants to update the game the way he likes without the influence of anyone else. And if it doesn't work out, then just let the game die. Showing that Onett literally doesn't care what could happen to the game at this point. Meaning that if he died, he'd be totally fine giving his account to a younger sibling, because he really doesn't care what happens to the game at this point. Which explains why he hasn't been saying anything, and instead of giving us leaks, only just joined a random game. But obviously, Onett is probably fine. Onett, if you're watching this, I hope you're okay. So please don't take this video seriously, as Onett is probably going to update Beastworm soon. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you like the idiocy of this video, as I definitely want to make another video like this in the future.